In this video, I'll be opening up the Taiwanese version of Astonishing Volt Tackle. Let's get going. So as mentioned, I'll be opening up the Taiwanese version of Astonishing Volt Tackle. So overall, pretty much the same as the Japanese version, just printed in Mandarin Chinese. This set came out on October 9th, 2020, so not too long ago, and a little bit after the Japanese version. This set has a total of 121 cards, including the secret rares. Hopefully we'll pull the Rainbow Pikachu, if not maybe some of the trainers, including Nessa, Bea, Leon, sorry, combine the names there, and any of the gold cards as well. The Golden Obstagoon, the Memory Capsule, and the Long Distance Scope. So let's see what we pull today. And for those who are unfamiliar with Taiwanese cards, they are printed within Japan, so they'll have this exact same card quality as Japanese cards. Instead, they'll have the international backings. That's pretty much the only difference besides the language. So without further ado, let's get started. Please make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe for more multi-language Pokemon content. Let's get going. Alrighty, so we have the beautiful box. It's been a while since actually I've opened this set, and this time this is actually my first time opening it in Taiwanese, also known as Mandarin Chinese. But one thing I wanted to do before opening up this box, I actually wanted to compare it with the Japanese version, which I have here. So first take a look at the Chinese version. The Japanese version, pretty much the same box art, just doesn't have the same logo. So on the Chinese version, it says Pokemon here in Mandarin Chinese, but on here it says Pokemon card game in Japanese, Sword and Shield. Over here, Sword and Shield in Chinese is over here instead of on the left side fully. And of course, the logos are quite different. Of course, this is the Japanese version, Gyoto no Boroteka, and then this is the Chinese version. So kind of, I can see why people kind of can get confused. The text kind of looks similar, but overall they're very different. And on the Japanese version, it indicates here that there are 5 cards per pack, whereas on the Chinese version it doesn't. So that's one big difference there. But overall, pretty much the same box graphics. On here, it actually says that the cards are made in Japan, as I indicated before, and that these cards are only for sale or distribution in Taiwan and Hong Kong only. So that's how it goes there, whereas the Japanese version is in Japan only. So there are 30 booster packs per box and 5 cards per pack. So hopefully we'll get a cool, amazing rare, secret rare, amazing rares for Legendary Heartbeat. And I believe for Chinese boxes, you are typically guaranteed 1 secret rare. So let's see what we get today. I'm very excited for this. I actually missed this set. It's been quite a while. And look at these booster packs. So yes, they're going to be pretty much the same as the Japanese version, just in Mandarin Chinese. And I have not seen the text really in Chinese. I do like the text though. It usually appears a lot more detailed, and I do like that actually.
It has been a while.
It's been a while, so card trick is going to be 1 to the front, so it should be easy there. We have here Flareon, we have here Chimecho, really cute. And you're not guaranteed a holo per pack. Usually they'll come up here and there. Oh, our first V card, we have Alakazam. Houdin in Japanese and also Korean. Probably similar in Chinese, probably just a little bit different from what I recall. All right, moving on. So there you go. First V card. Please hit the like button for that. All right, on to the next pack here. So yeah, I like, and also I have the matching sleeves. I did bring them back just for you guys. Oops, did not manage to cut that enough. And do not worry, I always shake my packs, so the cards are at the very bottom. So 1 to the front, and as you can see too, the international backings. So this is what will look different. And I also made sure to put the cards on their respective sides, so you know where the secret rare appears, just so you guys can really see. Oshawott and Ferrothorn. And as you can see too, similar cardstock as Japanese cards, silver borders and glossy finish. So very nice there. And as you can see too, Charizard is on the pack art as well, which is super nice. So 1 to the front, similar card trick to the Japanese version. The Korean version, you don't have to do a card trick, which is very nice. All right, we have our Nuzleaf. Oh wow, we got a crate in Mandarin Chinese. We have the holo, and it also has the holographic borders, which is very, very nice. So very happy with that pull. So we have Pikachu, no Pikachu yet, but we at least have the Charizard, one of the mascots on the pack art. Pen Huolong, which literally translates to fire-breathing dragon. Just some trivia for you guys. All right, continuing here. On to the next pack. So only 1 booster box today. I'd say it's not too easy for me to get these boxes, but when I can find them, I'll definitely open up for you guys so you guys can really see the differences and similarities with the Japanese versions. Again, not too different, just in a different language. And we have Electrode. I believe Voltorb is actually known as Lightning Thunderball. Some fun facts there. So a lot of the times the characters will be very literal in terms of the Chinese translation, but they'll actually sort of relate to the Japanese language as well. Same translation to English, but a little bit different in terms of pronunciation, just so you guys know the difference. All right, and we have Vaporeon there. Very nice. All right, continuing. But yes, I think also it's 1 secret rare. Sometimes you can get 2 if you're very lucky. I'd say they're quite rare. You can get them in Japanese too, but Honestly, it's usually when you land a gold card or a rainbow rare. Sometimes they pop up, sometimes they don't. But it really just depends on your luck. So with Korean boxes, you're not guaranteed a secret rare. And we have Galarian Darmanitan. In Mandarin Chinese too, super cute. We got the Snowman. And these will typically be a little bit more bold as well. All right, so we're definitely lending a bit of hits there. It's almost like every other pack has something, which is pretty nice. Not every pack, of course. I'd say those are going to be the high-class packs. But again, that's why you have less packs, because you get more hits. So, and of course, they'll be a little bit more expensive, but it is what it is with those type of boxes. We have Charmander, also known as Pyre in Korean. And we have here Shedinja. There we go. All right. So we're moving along with this box. Again, too, the Chinese, version will have the Pokemon name in Mandarin Chinese, as opposed to not being there at all on the Japanese version. So it's pretty cool to open. Oh, come on, these packs are giving me a hard time today, but it's no big deal. All right, let's keep going here. One to the front, we have Nessa. Hopefully we'll pull her in Chinese. I believe her name is going to be very similar to the Japanese name. We have here Tynamo, and then a Dusknoir holographic. Very nice there. But yeah, very cool to see all these names again in the Chinese text. They look a lot more detailed and also a lot more fun. All right. Oh yeah, and one more thing too, I wanted to point out actually with this booster pack here. It's going to say S4F. Again, the F indicates the fact that it is in Mandarin Chinese. That's one big way you can distinguish it from the Japanese version. We have here Jolteon. We have the little Eevee right after it. Super cute. Macargo. We have here Blitzel. And then Ninjask. So that's going to be the Komiya artwork. Again, it's been a while since I've opened the set. And for those who don't know, this is half of Vivid Voltage in English. This set, though, will not have the amazing rares that's in part of Legendary Heartbeat. This set, however, will definitely have the Pikachus, all the nice evolutions as well, and of course the holos you've seen so far, and the really cool trainers. There are also trainers in Legendary Heartbeat. I just think they're a bit more iconic in this set. We have Leon, Nessa, and Bea, not Leia. Like how I mixed those up before. Kind of like a little mashup here and there. Okay, we have Samurott, we have Swallow, we have Arrokuda, we have Excadrill, and then Terrakion. So another holo there. Alrighty. So just a little holo there. What's interesting actually is that card is in English, not a holo. So I definitely find that interesting. Same thing with the Charizard, and why, I don't know. It's very interesting how that is. Alright, so on to the next pack here. We have Whimsicott, we have Slugma, we have here Duskull, we have here Galarian Meowth, and Bea. There we go. So that's the trainer card. Not the full art, however. So hopefully we do get that sometime in this box. And this is the right side. So let's see if it appears on the right side versus the left side. All right, so on to the front here. We have Crocodile, one of my favorite Pokemon, actually. I think it's a super cool dark and ground type. We have Nincada. We have Chewtle. We have Zebstrika. And then we have Duraludon holographic. Again, really nice with the holo borders, guys. Super, super nice. And it's cool that it's linear. I'd say the black and white holo cards were very similar, just oriented horizontally rather than vertically. So that's definitely one difference there. All right, now we have on our next pack, we have Machoke, we have Tailo, Claymation form, we have Skiddo, we have here Cramorant, in Japanese, and then Wash Energy. And remember those names. And the metal one's going to be Coding Energy for those who don't know. All right, so last pack of the first pile. Still no secret rare yet. Still no VMAXs either. So let's see if that appears in this pack. Okay, we have Electros, Big Scary Electric Eel. We have Whismur. We have Phanpy. We have Sandile and Orbeetle VMAX in Mandarin Chinese. That actually looks super cool. Again, same detailing as the Japanese cards. Gonna be thin cardstock too. Super nice as well. So gonna sleeve up Orbeetle. Hit the like button for our first VMAX. All right, second pile. Let's see what else we can get. Hopefully Chonkichu, and hopefully a nice secret rare. I do want to get something a little bit above a full art, since this is the only Chinese box I'm opening so far. We have Dreadnought, we have Woobat, we have Skiddo, Whismur, and a telescopic sight, telephotic sight. A lot of different names for this one. All right, first thought is a long distance scope, which kind of made sense based on how it looks. But yeah, lots of good hits in one box, and of course we'll have the final review at the end, and I'll indicate how many hits there are per box. So we have Milcery, we have Gogoat, Galarian Sirfetch'd, very, very nice V card there. So I'm gonna go ahead and sleeve that up, and it's really cool too that it's in Mandarin Chinese. I don't know what you guys think to the text, but I definitely like looking at it. I think it's super cool. But that's just with me. Another language I definitely like looking at too as well is the Thai cards. I think those are super cool. Right, one to the front. Of course, I still have yet to really learn these languages in full, but I think it's just definitely cool to see how the text is. And one thing too to note is that Pokemon's really getting a lot faster at translating these languages. Really surprised how fast all these languages are actually catching up with Japan. I think that's the biggest goal right now. Hence why previously the Chinese and the Taiwanese, or Thai sets really, were a lot bigger than usual Japanese sets. Japanese sets are pretty much the smallest. Then we have the English sets, which combine 2 Japanese sets at a time. And before, I think Thai sets had like 4 sets in them. We have Wailord, Holographic. So that's definitely an interesting fact I've noticed over time. Especially too, in the past, Chinese sets would actually have very different box art and also pack art, but now it's starting to look exactly the same as the Japanese version, which I'm a little bit sad about. I did like the different box art before, and I think that's what made it very unique in the past. We have Pyre, Charmander, and then Electros. So nothing there. Still no secret rare yet, but honestly guys, do not lose hope. Usually you do get one. And now we are on the left side. So let's see if we can actually land it. But yes, if you guys have a favorite language that I open on my channel, please let me know in the comments below. I try to always give each language, you know, fair exposure, just to really show you guys, you know, similarities and differences. And we finished there with an Alcremie. All right, I think less than 10 packs left. But yes, so one thing to note, you know, especially if you're new to the channel, cards that are printed in Japan include the Chinese cards, the Thai cards, the Indonesian cards, and of course the Japanese cards. These will all have the silver borders, thin cardstock, and glossy finish, just so you guys can see. Oh, there's our secret rare finally. Okay, so we have an Orbeetle. All right, so not a trainer, not a gold card or a Pikachu, but it's okay, I'll take it. It's a really nice card. Really nice shine as well, so you guys get a good picture of that, or image of that really. Lots of Orbeetles in this box so far. Got the VMAX and now got the full art V. If I can get more boxes, I'll try to open more too. Let's see if we can try to land the Chinese Rainbow Pikachu. That would be really cool in my opinion. Okay, we have the staff people, we have Eevee, we have Hitmontop, we have Zebstrika, and we have Whimsicott again. Really nice set though. One thing I have to say, I do like the smaller sets only because I feel like the theme is stronger. Sometimes when you combine 2 sets, I feel like the impact of the theme from the set is a little bit diluted. That's just my opinion though. Of course, one big difference is Battle Styles and Sword and Shield, because that's a dual set that's meant to be paired on purpose. And we have here Gerugarado, also known as Aegislash. I feel like I've pulled this card in so many languages already. I have this in German even. So that's pretty nice to have that in a new language, Mandarin Chinese. Alrighty, and yes, I promise you guys this year I try to explore different languages, and I hope I fulfilled that. Definitely tried opening Russian, French this year, German, lots of new languages I have not yet opened, and don't worry, the journey continues. I'll definitely try to open more in the future. There's still some more, and sometimes I even discover new languages every day that I've never heard of. I'm like, Pokemon make cards in that language? I didn't even know. It's quite surprising. I learn something new every day too, and that's also the point of my channel. It's all about exploration and for fun, guys. We have Charmander, and as you guys know, I don't really focus too much on investment. I more so just like to compare the different card quality and the languages as well. And if I know some of the Pokemon names, I'll definitely share that with you guys, especially when I share the prices if there are any. And of course, sometimes also I will not include prices, since sometimes the market can be a bit vague and also be very different from the Japanese cards, just so you guys know. We have Duskull, so that's also my reasoning why I don't include prices sometimes. Shiftry, and that's the last card in that pack. Okay, we have 3 more packs. Let's see what else we can get. I think we're still due for 1 more VMAX, as far as I know, because usually, even in Korean boxes, usually get 2 VMAXs, which is very nice. We have Ninjask, we have Nincada, Macargo, Arrokuda, and Leon Holographic. I thought that was a VMAX for a second. Also known as Dande in Japanese. I think that's one of Jay's favorite trainers. My personal favorite is Nessa. I like her character design, and I like the fact that she's a water type gym leader. Personally, one of my favorites. And Bea's super cool too. Just it's hard for me to like anything past water types and dragon types. We have Dusclops. I always get that mixed up with Dusknoir. Alright guys, last pack. Hopefully the VMAX appears in this one, and if not, then I guess we're just stuck with 1 VMAX then. Alright, 1 to the front. Last pack. Let's get that last pack magic. We have Ferrothorn, Mightyena, Chutel, Tailo, and alright, no Pikachu today. We have Galarian Darmanitan. I like the Japanese name of this Pokemon. It's Hihi Daruma. Very, very fun to say. Alright, so sleeving up Hihi Daruma, Galarian Darmanitan, and I'll be right back with you guys for the final review. Alright, so on to our final review. So a good number of hits. I'd say very similar to Japanese booster boxes in my opinion. So lots of holos. Thankfully no repeats in this one. We have here Machamp, Terrakion, again a holo in Taiwanese but not in Japanese. Dusknoir, Electrode, Boom Boom Ball. Thankfully a Charizard, so that's a really good hit from today's box. And now onto our V cards. We have here Galarian Darmanitan V. We have here Aegislash V, Galarian Surfetch'd V, and then Alakazam V. So 4 V cards. Also note, this comes as a promo in English, but you can pull it in Japanese, Korean, and Taiwanese. Now onto our 2 VMAXs. We have Orbital VMAX, Galarian Darmanitan VMAX, and then last but not least, we have Orbital V. So lots of Orbitals, no V, but V and VMAX, V full art. So overall, we have here, it looks like 7 hits in total. If you want to count the Charizard, then 8 hits. So overall, very, very similar to Japanese booster boxes, a little bit more than Korean booster boxes, I would say. But I hope you enjoyed today's opening. I'll try to open more Chinese Astonishing Voltackle if I can manage to get more boxes. But please hit that like button if you enjoyed today's opening, and then subscribe as well if you would like to see more multi-language Pokemon openings. Stay safe, everyone. We'll see you in the next video.